Can't remember my team name.
Hello there, everyone, and welcome to a brand new series. It's called Meet the FFUKers, and as the title suggests, we're going to meet some of the guys in the FFUK League. Alongside me, to my right or left, depending on which way you're looking at this, is Rob Harding.
Hi guys.
Hi Rob. And can you just tell us your team name, the team you support, and your position in the league?
Team name, Walters Soft 11, obviously after Watford manager. Supporting Watford this season, I think they're going to have a good season. And I'm fifth.
Fifth, well done, nice one. On to Daz, your vital statistics, Daz. Daz? Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Daz. What's your team name and where are you in the league, mate?
The team name is just bear with me a moment because I've forgotten it. I'm 40th. I'm 40th, and my team name is You Cante Bend Me Over.
Nice, beautiful, beautiful. And who do you support, Daz?
United.
Manchester United. Yes, very, very good. All right, next one, Jamie. Jamie Stewart.
Okie doke. I was trying to be funny, but it doesn't seem to have worked out. So, Can You Reach My Tip, Love was a team name, but not really helped out by the fact that Adam Reach is pretty much unknown to anyone. And when I checked yesterday, he's actually been removed from the Premier League FPL player list. Would you believe? So that didn't work out. So I'm going to rename and probably get Ndong linked in there somewhere.
Oh.
I'll move quickly on from my position, which is 98th.
Oh no!
Okay, and who do you support, Jamie? Who do you support, Jamie?
Oh, sorry, his quality's breaking up, guys. Sheffield Wednesday. If I had to pick a team in the Prem, I think Arsenal play the best football.
Fair enough. Okay, and on to Neil next.
Hey boys, I am 6th in the league. The team is a absolute obsession with Chaz and Dave, Rabbit, which actually was brought on after a 40th birthday in Portugal a few months ago for my brother's birthday, when I was stumbling around a karaoke bar completely naked. And I don't support anyone in the Prem, to be fair, because I'm obsessed with anyone that's in my team and obsessed against anyone that's not in my team. So it's very selfish. Yeah, I've got to say I'm probably a Sheffield United fan, if anyone, but it's got to be my own FPL team.
Fair enough. Okay, and Peter?
Hello.
Yes, carry on.
All right. Hello, I'm Pete. My team name is Sweaty Conte.
Jesus.
Yeah. 26th in the league.
Not bad, not bad. So right, that's all of that. Let's move on and let's chat about the last game week. So game week 5, I had a reasonable game week, 64 points, not bad at all. Managed to stay at the top, and I captained Zlatan, who was okay, but it was all about Townsend for me. So, but let's move over. Daz, how was your game week 5?
It was pretty poor, but it was to be as expected because I'd had a really good week the week before. I'd yielded the wild card and fielded a team of dreamers that delivered for me a massive return of 70 points, which I was very happy about. But experience tells me when you yield the wild card, the subsequent week is normally a bit of a failure. So I woke up to 44 points on the Monday morning and about a depression followed shortly afterwards.
And was that your wild card team, Daz?
It was the wildcard team, but like week +1, if you like. So wildcard team in the first week was 70 points. In the second week was 44 points.
So you just need a wild card every week, basically, and you'll be fine.
Pretty much, yeah. But I plan to maybe yield different tokens during the course of the next 2 weeks.
Nice.
Tokens? What's going on?
Right, Jamie, let's hear about your game week 5.
Chris, you know very well about my game week 5 and the main problem with it. Transfer wise, I'll start with the transfer. So I'd worked out I was getting rid of Lamella because he was a bit of a rotation risk. Narrowed it down to Ericsson, Sterling, or Nolito, and basically narrowed it down to Sterling until I ran it by Chris Galloway, who taught me around and went for Nolito, and he got sent off. So that was a bit of a disaster, but sort of in the same theme as the last few weeks. Full stop. To be honest, it could have been worse. To be honest, I captained Kane, and he was my last player, and he scored fairly late on in the game to basically rescue the game week. I finished with 45 points, and it would have been in the 20s had it not been for Kane. So. So kind of get out of jail free, but pretty awful still, to be honest. Hence, wielding the wild card this week. We'll leave that for a minute.
We'll get on to that. Neil, what about your game week 5?
Yeah, it's been a nice little pickup. I had a pretty awful start by my, sorry to say, quite high standards. After 2 weeks, I was nowhere. Wildcard 2 weeks ago, I've had 72, followed by 72, so a bit symmetrical. Lukaku never got a touch on that goal whatsoever. Captain. Sterling's in there doing some nice things. Antonio's in there doing some nice things. Disgusted that Sanchez took that penalty. Can't believe that he did, but there we go. There's a heart there. Don't quite know what's going on. But no, I'm actually feeling very confident, Chris, and I'm coming for you like you've never known. 72. This week is looking very strong as well from the wild card non-transfer last week, so get ready.
Excellent. Okay, Pete, how did your game week 5 go?
Okay, well, I had one of those weeks where I came away like Daz, feeling quite depressed. But on reflection, I didn't do that badly. It was just that I didn't have any City attack and I didn't have Sanchez. So I came out with 50 points, wasted a transfer.
Pretty cool.
Okay. I'll remind you of that. I will. I brought in Firmino the last. Why laugh again? At the last minute before deadline, and of course, the minute after, I was told that he was injured, which was pretty dark.
I'm glad you got that news. I'm glad you got that news a minute after.
I know it was you. You phoned me.
Yeah, I did. Straight away. Okay, let's move on. So the last person who's going to do a game week 5 review has had the best game week 5 out of all of us, and I think he's probably had the best game week 4 out of all of us as well. Sitting in 5th position alongside me, Rob Harding. So talk us through your game week 5, Rob.
Well, game week 5 probably started game week 4 with Monday Night Football. Lukaku's hat-trick.
Beautiful.
Following on game week 5, another brace, wasn't it? Basically, I ended up with 80 points both weeks.
Oh.
Very happy.
Excellent. No, that's
well done.
That's Rob. Okay, right. Let's now we've talked about game week 5. Let's look ahead. Let's talk about where we're at now and where we're going. So we're going to talk about Aguero strategies. I'm assuming most of us are bringing him back in this week. If you're not, then tell us why not. But if you're bringing him in, and how are you bringing him in? So me, first of all, mine's nice and easy. Wild card. Just going to get him in. It's the case of who I play with him. So that's where I'm at. Daz, what's your Aguero strategy? That's a -4. Right.
You have to talk, Daz.
I think I put it the wrong way around. Yeah, my Aguero strategy was quite premeditated, and I made sure as a consequence of my wild card, I left enough money in the bank to bring him in. So this week I've made a couple of transfers, including Aguero, at a cost of -4 points. But I think it's a bandwagon that I want to sit firmly on top of ahead of their fixture against Swansea, and I think it's worth the -4, whilst I won't be making a habit of it.
Excellent. All right, Jamie, what are you doing? Jamie?
Sorry, guys. Keeps dropping out. Yeah, same as you, Chris. Definitely bringing him in. Wildcard this week. No brainer. Even if I wasn't playing the wildcard, I think it'd probably be the first name on the team sheet. It's got to come in. No doubt it.
Jamie, can I ask you a quick question?
Mm-hmm.
Are you in a hotel?
I didn't catch a word of that, unfortunately. Please repeat.
Are you in a hotel?
No.
Is that a teddy on top of the cupboard?
Yeah, I'll go and grab it.
Yeah.
Where's Chris gone?
So, Pete, back to you.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'll talk about my Aguero strategy, which I deliberated on long and hard, with a sense of despair at the start of the week, and then felt absolute relief as soon as I took a -4 to get Aguero back in and beef up my midfield at the same time. So I've done the unorthodox thing and taken out Ibrahimovic.
Wow. No hit.
Yeah, and a hit.
Oh, and a hit. Wow.
And a hit.
And which midfielder have you taken out?
Hazard and gone for KDB in.
Oh, okay. So not that much difference in price. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All good moves. Rob, what are you thinking with Aguero?
I was toying with whether or not to leave Costa in or not, and I decided against it. So Aguero comes in. I was basing that solely on the EFL lineup, and realised that Aguero is blatantly going to start.
Absolutely, yeah. So it sounds like across the board we're all going for him. We're all getting him in as soon as possible. Neil, I missed yours. Neil.
Chris. Sorry,
Yes,
I just feel like is this being broadcast live or is this going out in a couple of days' time?
It's going out afterwards.
All right, perfect. So like I can tell you about the rest of my substitutions then once everyone else has finished because I thought I didn't want to let any secrets out.
Oh no.
Yeah, you tell us all about it, Daz. Yeah.
We're all friends.
Debatable, Chris.
What?
Fortunately, you're so.
Fortunately, you're so full video we've done. But I'm bringing him in. Aguero's in. I'm also bringing in a bearded Liverpool midfielder, and I'm getting Costa and Hazard. Adam Lallana's in.
Adam Lallana. Okay, interesting. It's good value, I think.
Good value. Need to bring someone in mid-priced because it's Hazard and Costa out. So no penalty there. 2 transfers. Beautiful.
Excellent. Okay. Right. So couple of other picks, and then we'll talk about next game week how we're going to set up. So I don't know if you guys have looked at the fixtures, but any clean sheet picks for next week. Let's start with you, Pete, for this one.
Oh, okay. That makes life easy for me. I'll go Spurs. I'd still have Walker in if I wasn't so stupid to have removed him.
Spurs, Scott.
Middlesbrough away.
Okay.
Walker. Yeah, there's no easy pick for a clean sheet this week. I'd like to see a 0-0 at United Leicester, but I think I'll be unlucky there.
Yeah. Okay, Neil. Neil, what about you? Clean sheets? Any ideas?
Got to go Everton. I'm PMA. I've got to just think with 2 Everton defenders. I hope they get it because they've that header from Negredo or that barge from Negredo killed me. So Everton.
It was a foul.
Oh, it's disgusting. Didn't even get near it. But no, Everton this week, absolutely nailed on. Beautiful. Neville Southall will have an absolute blinder.
Excellent. Jamie, what about you? Jamie, clean sheets.
Yeah, I've probably narrowed it down to 4. I think Everton as well. I think Spurs probably looking as strong as anyone at the back. City. And I think Liverpool as well. I quite fancy Liverpool to start keeping some clean sheets. And I've actually done a little bit of research here for you boys. Clean sheet odds for this game week. Liverpool, massive favourites, 5-6. Closest rival, Man City, 6-4. And then we're looking at 9-5 and upwards after that for United, Spurs, Everton, and Stoke. Would you believe?
I have to say, I mean, I've actually got a Liverpool defender in my wildcard team at the moment.
Oh, who is it, Chris?
Of course you have, Chris.
Of course I have. Yeah. At the moment, I've got Lovren. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. He's 4.9. He's just scored. I think Liverpool. You're right. I think Liverpool's defensive, and they have to improve defensively. But they have to get rid of Mignolet first. If they get rid of Mignolet this weekend, they're going to be in a better place than they were before. That's my thinking.
to be fair, there's no one sort of more inconsistent in defence than Liverpool at the moment. So why not punt on one of their defenders?
Well, the day I take advice from you about fantasy football, Pete, will be the day I die, I think. So,
Well,
very
let's take
sorry
him out
there.
then.
I think we should get should be a new nickname for you, Chris Galloway, Lady Gaga.
okay, all right.
'Cause
Well,
of
something's
your,
going right at the moment, anyway. So.
because of your constant poker face.
Oh, I see. All right, okay. So we've done clean sheets. Let's have a look at
Whoa, sweet child of mine.
what.
I'm not quite sure I've given you my clean sheets.
Oh no, go for it, Dad. Sorry.
I mean, am I part of
You
this?
haven't got any clean sheets, Darren. I've seen them.
Am I part of this call or what?
You are now.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Liverpool as well. I think there's a bit of conjecture about the who's going to be getting the sticks this week for them. So I think the German might be coming in for the much maligned Mignolet for a home clean sheet for Liverpool, as much as it pains me to say. And then I think West Brom as well, away from home to Stoke, might be where cheeky little Macaulay starter in the 11 for Russell with an away clean sheet.
I've got
Right.
to disagree with you, Dan. I think Stoke are coming back now. Stoke will have a nice little run for a few weeks. They've got too much class.
He's under pressure, Hughes. He's under massive pressure. He's favourite to be sacked next. So they certainly need to step it up. I think they need Shaqiri back, and then I can get Shaqiri back in my team.
Shaqiri.
Love him. Okay, so let's look at before we go. We're going to look at a bit under the radar player each, and then just chat about how our teams are set up, and then we're done, I think. So let's have a look at our under the radar gem that we're thinking about. Pete, what's yours?
I struggle with this, to be honest. I can't really see any gems. I can just see big hitters everywhere at the moment. But I've picked.
A pair of big hitters.
I've picked on Willian, who I think now I'm so pissed off with.
Against Arsenal.
Oh no, I mean for the next few weeks.
Oh, this is for this weekend, you plonker.
All right, then. All right, Willian.
All right, Arsenal, good pick. Right, let's move on. Neil.
So.
I've got a funny feeling that Mr. German international with Turkish parents is going to come through. I like the look of him. Say again?
Ozil.
Gundogan.
Oh, Gundogan. Okay.
Oh, I thought you meant Emre Can.
I like what's been said. I think he was he's rested this week in the against Swansea for the EPL Cup. And apart from the Lallana, who I'm just crossing my fingers against anything, even 3 points with a clean sheet point, I'll probably take. But I think Gundogan could be a good little shout, or Gundogan, or however we say it. So yeah, there's my boy.
Okay, Jamie.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, I hate to say this. I picked 6 guys.
Jesus.
Top of the list. Top of the list was Adam Lallana.
Oh!
No word of a lie.
I
think
that.
he was class at Southampton. He obviously his career stuttered a bit as he moved to Liverpool, but I think he finished the season really well last year. And I was thinking I'll put him in. The fact he's been playing a bit deeper has sort of made me think a bit think twice about that. But he's still scoring points. I think he'll do well. And I'm not going to put him in my wildcard team. But if I needed to spend a bit less, needed to find someone a bit cheaper, I'd throw him in there.
Okay, so you're not picking him though.
I'm not going to have him. Going to quickly fire out 5 other names: Janssen, Deeney, Slimani, Lanzini, and Austin.
Wow,
There's
some lovely names there. Does any of those names take your fancy, or have you got
none whatsoever, to be honest. Nice list though, Jamie. Nice list. Yeah, so I didn't touch on earlier in terms of what the double transfers were for Russell this week, but I've taken Hazard out for Sterling, which freed up the cash for me to go from Tess into Aguero. So I have a front 3 this week of Lukaku, Aguero, and Ibrahimovic. So I've gone back to the big 3, big 3 guns. But my under the radar, and I think I can call him under the radar because I've seen a lot of investment for other Arsenal midfielders at the moment. So my under the radar is going to be Santi Cazorla. And it's a bit of a tough fixture, but I think after the Sanchez picking up the penalty last week and missing it, I think he'll be restored to penalty taker. I can see a little bit of a Peno action against Chelsea there, last minute number. Little Santi comes up. I think also as well, he's worthy of the investment when you look at his points per game. I've started to focus in on this points per game KPI. And Santi Cazorla sits at 6 points per game versus Sanchez's 6.4. Yet there's a huge amount of price difference. So I think it's a good investment, a bit of Arsenal representation, and at good money. So Cazorla.
Yeah, no, good choice, Daz. Definitely looking at him at the moment. I think mine would be Spurs frontman Janssen. I think was on your list, Jamie.
You got Kane in your wild card, Chris.
Sorry?
You put Kane in your wild card.
I'm not putting Kane in my wild card, but I would quite be tempted by getting rid of Zlatan and getting Janssen in, and then I could beef up my midfield and get Sanchez and another big hitter in there, a KDB or whoever. But I don't think I'm going to do. I don't think I'm going to do it at the moment. I might do it in a couple of weeks, but I think Janssen is definitely one to watch. He's got 2 months paying up front for Spurs, and he's 7.8, I think, which is a reasonable price. So that's my under the radar pick. Okay, let's move quickly on to game week 6. Next game week, the deadline's on Saturday morning. Are we all ready? Are we all set? Who are we captaining? If you want to say, and yeah, let's look ahead to game week 6. So Neil, how are you looking for game week 6?
Looking okay. It's Lukaku and Aguero up front. I think Aguero's got to be captain. I've made the decision, unless something strange happens, that I'm going to sidestep Zlatan all season. I just can't get mad. I'm probably going to get absolutely destroyed for this, but I've never massively rated him. I've seen him in big games for big clubs, Sweden. He's not the man this season. He's not the man. I will take a lot of jip, but I'm going to get a nice solid midfield all the way through. No Zlatan all year, and that's the way it's going to roll. Captain this week probably Sergio, as I say, a little bit of cunt.
Fair enough. Okay, Pete.
How am I setting up for this week? So I'm hoping for a big City win, a few KDB assists to back up the Aguero goals, really. I'm hoping Benteke gets something against Sunderland after his poor performance.
Jonathan Benteke, Pete.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he's very cheap.
Yeah. Lovely bloke.
Okay, what about Jamie?
Yeah, wildcard this week, so I'm going to unleash the wildcard team on the league. Hopefully climb up to 98th a little bit. Aguero captain, possibly, but might think about Ibrahimovic just for a little cheeky differential. I can see our kid shaking his head, but no, I think I'm not decided yet. By the time it gets to the deadline on Saturday morning, it's going to be on Kun most likely, but yeah, you never know.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, what about you, Daz?
It's a difficult one for me because I feel like I've now got a bit of an embarrassment of riches having gone -4, dropping Sterling into the midfield as well. Cazorla, Capoue, Antonio, Balassi. I'm kind of struggling in terms of what I do from a bench perspective. So I alluded to as much earlier on, whilst I think I called them tokens rather than chips. I think I'm going to go with the all-out attack this week, which is just to get it out of the way. I think the common theme is that people just want to lose that as quickly as possible, so it's not hanging around them. So this week I'm going to start with Pickford in nets. I'm going to have a back two of Macaulay and Baines. So Shaw drops to the bench. I think there's rumour of him having a bit of a groin strain anyway, and I think he's not in Jose's Christmas list at the moment. And then I'm going with Balassi, Antonio, Capoue, Sterling, and Cazorla across the midfield with a front three of Lukaku, Aguero, and points per game third, Jamie Stewart. Zlatan.
Brilliant. Okay, right, awesome. Rob, how are you looking?
I'm just quite excited about the next 5 weeks, really, rather than just this week coming.
Looking ahead?
Being a Watford fan, the next 5 fixtures are quite exciting for Watford. And we've got Burnley, Bournemouth, Swansea, and Hull. So it's how many Watford players can you get in your team? For me, really, obviously,
You can get 3.
You can get 3 in, yeah. So I have actually taken Foster out and put Gomez in. But Aguero captain, possibly should have put Deeney in. Don't know. We'll see.
Right, so you're all set then. Right, I think we're all set then. That's good. Right, well, let's. Next thing you know, it'll be Saturday morning, and we'll be. Well, whatever we do on Saturday mornings, but yeah, we'll be getting there. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, for your help this evening. Thanks, Daz. Thanks, Jamie. Thanks, Neil. Thanks, Pete, and thanks, Rob. Yeah.
Pleasure, big boy. Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers,
See you
boys.
later.
Cheers.
See you,
See you
boys.
later.
See you later, lads.